I have been talking about on the daily briefing for a long time about the chart of Ethereum following exactly the chart of Bitcoin 2017. So much so that I've got it set up on my Bloomberg and it's tick for tick. And I tweeted it out this week about the sell-off. It's like, yeah, this is expected and it should turn around today, and it did. It's kind of spooky, but there's a number of things that I look at suggest, and again, we've talked about this endlessly, that this November-December period is very positive. But the chart I think is the most important chart right now is the chart of Ethereum versus Bitcoin. It's currently at 0.074. At 0.08, it breaks out of this lovely pennant pattern and a larger basing pattern that goes for years. It looks like its performance will double versus Bitcoin. Ethereum, as of today, is up 480% this year, and Bitcoin's up 100%. It tells you something crazy is about to happen in crypto markets. Does that mean that other tokens outperform Ethereum? Probably. It feels like we're getting close to the final crazy phase that often happens. How long that goes on for, I've got a different view on that. I think I've talked about it before. There's a lot of institutional allocation that's going to come in January, February, March. New hedge fund P&Ls all coming in. I think this cycle extends much further than people imagine and goes much higher in price. But we're right in the sweet spot for what traditionally would be a very strong market, and Ethereum should be the leader.
Well, explain what that chart does and exactly how you built it and why.
The chart overlays Ethereum now with Bitcoin back in 2017. I started looking at it when I got attacked for talking about Ethereum about a year and a bit ago on Twitter, and people were like, you're cheating on us with Ethereum. It's a scam coin. I'm like, well, I'm going to look into this. And I started looking at Metcalfe's law and network adoption models and all of this. And I realized that Ethereum looked like Bitcoin did at exactly the same number of wallet addresses. I'm like, huh. And it was trading at the same price. I'm like, huh. And then I put one price over the other and they were the same. So that chart is a previous, basically Ethereum came out 5 years later than Bitcoin and seems to lag it by a cycle. And bizarrely, Solana and Terra are lagging Ethereum by a cycle. So Ethereum had a huge end of year back in 2017. It would suggest that those two would too. It's a weird function. I think it's to do with network effects. Why it does it tick for tick is just pure voodoo. And at some point the correlation will break apart, and that's fine. It's just hellishly amusing to watch because it's like, it's thumbing your nose at all of us who've tried to use these comparison charts before, and then they fail immediately when you look at them. And this one just refuses to fail, which is hilarious.